So the technology I'll be covering is Pro Tools Studio. So Pro Tools is a digital audio workspace. I kind of compare it to BandLabs, which is something we used earlier in the semester. It's kind of just a more established version of BandLabs. So I think the educational applications are endless. One example I used is, so if you're a teacher, you can use this program to create a silly little song to engage your students maybe. That's a fun idea. You can also just structure an entire class around the basics of how to use this program. I think some older students would benefit from that. And that takes us to the target audience. So I wouldn't start anyone younger than 7th grade. I wouldn't structure a class before the ages around 7th grade, just because, I mean, at first it is a very daunting program to use, just because there is so many limitless possibilities you can add to your music. So required equipment, the only equipment you really need is a computer or a laptop, which kind of varies in price. And then of course you are also going to need a Pro Tools subscription, which comes in as low as $99 a year. Some supporting tools I would mention is a microphone and a mouse. So a microphone, so the higher end ones, you need a separate audio interface. Wouldn't recommend it. I would just go with a simple USB microphone. That's really all you need, and it'll get you very far. The next one is a mouse. So if you have a computer, you should already have a mouse, so don't worry about it. If you have a laptop though, I highly recommend to get a mouse. It speeds up your ability to navigate the program, and it'll your creations will benefit from it, and you'll save a lot of time as well. So some challenges is one that I mentioned earlier. The main one would be the fact that, I mean, there's so many limitless opportunities, which creates sort of a daunting challenge for beginners to kind of get a grasp of the program. But of course that can be helped with maybe a class surrounded around the basics of how to use it. So the next one, of course, would be money. So for schools, I don't think the money side of it is too much of a problem. However, for individuals that are trying to learn it on their own, that could be definitely a problem. I remember in high school, I really wanted this program, but it took me years to save up for a laptop that could actually run the program properly. So that could be a real challenge. So the cost analysis, it was kind of difficult to, provide a one-size-fits-all price, because it does range. It kind of depends on what laptop or computer you want to run the program on. So that could vary from $750 to tens of thousands of dollars on a high-end computer. And of course the yearly subscription, which ranges from $99 to $600. But you really only need the cheapest $99 yearly subscription especially for like a beginner class that I was mentioning earlier. That's all you really need. So the benefits, I think any musician, any future music educator would really benefit from this program, just because with social media becoming such a big part of music specifically, I think recording audio and being able to put good sounding recordings out into the world on social media, even on a resume, for example, I think that would go a really long way. It could really separate you from other potential competition out there. So so I don't have the Pro Tools subscription at the moment, so I couldn't really give a proper example. However, I do have so I did a project in my Audio 3 class in Austin Community College, and it was in Pro Tools. Again, I can't access Pro Tools at the moment, but so this video that I will show you was made on Pro Tools. So this is a little radio ad that I made in Pro Tools. It's kind of embarrassing.
Attention all Valley shoppers! Triple J Cars is having a once-in-a-lifetime summertime sale-a-thon! Here at Triple J Cars, we have it all! Cars, trucks, electric trucks, windshield wipers, and air fresheners starting at $999.99! And best of all, sales! This limited time summertime sale-a-thon extravaganza! Buy one car, get another one free! So come on down to Triple J Cars now!
So yes, very embarrassing, but that's my video. Thank you.